Okay, YouTube. Still at Mama Loca's in Sanford, Florida. Sanford is the country, but they have a historic downtown that they remodeled, redid. It is really cute. Okay, I'm doing the second video before I forget. I read this book by Omar. He's a black writer, kind of preachy. He wrote Fly Girl. Anyway, in one of his books, I think it was Fly Girl, I don't know, one or two, three. Sorry. One of the characters is talking about her relationship, um, the dynamics of her family. And she said that I'm the oldest and I act like the oldest. My brother, he's the youngest and he acts like the youngest. And so I've often remembered that dealing in different situations, whether it's at work as a MSW, people sharing problems with me, or just talking. So I realized yesterday that my mother, who is the baby of the family, the youngest of everyone, from the way my aunt, who is the oldest, the one I'm staying with, explained it, my mother is like her baby, like her son and her grandson, because she took care of her until she started working full time or something like that. And so it hit me yesterday that my mother is the baby and she wants to remain the baby where the world revolves around her like she's the baby. And I think at one point, because she lost that at some point, at some age, she and my aunts have just been oppositional with each other because no one has been able to put that into words, or maybe it was put into words, but it wasn't seriously dealt with. So I think that may be the underlining issue, at least one of the root causes of all this dysfunction with my mother and her sisters. Now, I remember lots of stuff being said and being done that, they want to have amnesia about and say she crazy. And I was talking to my cousin in California one day, and she was like, "Yeah, they said your mother got mental health problems, and how they gonna leave y'all over there with her?" She was really upset, and I was like, "What mental health?" So I called my aunt. She starts laughing as soon as I ask her, which was just a wrong reaction. And that in itself told me, about the dynamics of their nuclear family. And so it occurred one day. It just, they saying she crazy because she bringing up stuff that they don't want to hear about or deal with. And so I was talking to my cousin again, like maybe months later, and she said, "Well, why they say she crazy then?" I said, "She crazy like you crazy. Your family, when you bring up stuff about of the past, it's for your childhood, things they did or didn't do, you crazy." I said, "She crazy like you crazy. You bring up stuff they don't want to deal with. So, you crazy." She said, I said, "Cause she got depression and anxiety. She immature. She lied, but no, she ain't got no mental health disorder like that. Cause I'm an MSW. I would have seen something by now. But that's it." So I just wanted to share that because hopefully it may help somebody to understand why their parent or grandparents, uncle, aunts, cousins, brother, sister, or why they're acting the way they're acting and why they're having the problems they're having, because they're trying to stay in a role that they have outgrown. And even if you got kicked out that role, come on, life goes on. You have to let that go and keep it moving. Learn how to do it. Learn how to do it. Learn how to grow up. Learn how to get out that role. Because I remember one time my mother, I had confronted her, as I did many times over the years, before I finally just said, I'm not going to do it anymore. And she said to me, "What about me? What about me?" I said, "You were the adult. We were the children. It wasn't our job to take care of you. You were supposed to take care of us." So that's just something that's just unresolved inside of her. Being the baby, no longer being the baby, and feeling like she just got left hanging. Which, again, I do remember a whole bunch of stuff. So, by no means are they innocent. I understand how she got to be the way she is, just looking at the whole dynamics of the family. But don't complain about them not making it right and you not trying to make it right. But anyway, just wanted to share that. That's it.